Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check.
Get down. That's that fuel. That's that fuel voice. Get down.
Full McClellan.
Yes. Well, hello. This place is already hopping.
It is hopping.
It was hopping at 8:15 when I got here.
So.
Welcome back to the PRI Show 2022 here in the NHRA stage. I'm joined by a couple of luminaries in the world of drag racing. This guy right here to my right, Antron Brown, guy who just went down to Florida, won a Pro 275 event down there at Bradenton at the Snowbird Outlaw Nationals. Of course, driver of the Matco Tools, Lucas Oil, Sirius XM, FVP, Top Fuel Dragster. I'm joined by Dave Schumacher, the Director of Marketing for FVP, and I want to talk to both of you guys about what is going to be an exciting partnership. But Antron, I'm going to kind of start with you here, and it's been a great couple of weeks for you, and I guess this kind of adds to all of that.
Yes, it has. I've been everywhere. You know, been down to Florida, came back, and this is something that we've been working on all year long. It's been, you know, Dave and FVP. Let's start with FMP. They're the parent company, and FVP's the brand. And we've been doing hospitality all year long, and just seeing all the customers come in and out and the support, and they're coming over and they're like looking at the race car, and they're looking at it, they're looking around and everything else. And I looked over at Dave one day, I said, brother, we need some FVP stickers on this car. And that's how it just got started, just joking around and having some fun. And they've been part of the sport of NHRA drag racing for years. And just with the FVP brand of batteries that were on the starting line.
Sure, we see that big battery in the starting line for every pair. Absolutely.
Absolutely, and it came in handy. I got a few of them in my RV now.
So, Dave, let's talk about why this is a good relationship, why there is opportunity here, not only in the world of NHRA drag racing, but also with Antron Brown Motorsports.
Well, you know, we were introduced to Antron through Lucas. So doing the hospitality thing and then just seeing the way Antron interacted with our customers, the fan base, we thought, man, this is the guy. He is so down to earth, and we just love his personality, and we thought, what a great fit for our brand, you know, FMP and the FVP part brand.
It's fantastic, and adding these partners and growing these partnerships are kind of the lifeblood of any race team. Something you've known your whole career, but now you really have to take a personal interest in as your name is over the door.
Absolutely, Brian. And what people don't realize is that sponsorship of the old, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before, back in the day, I know like in like the early 90s is like people paid big money, get on race cars, get seen on TV. But now it's really a partnership where we're hand in hand and we work on different relationships. We mix and mingle and pull people together. Like, for example, like FVP now, we actually open the doors at Velocity Truck Center. We're able to bring them on and bring them in.
Cool.
A lot of our partners are able to intertwine, work with one another to go to that next level. And that's what it's all about. It's about building those relationships, but not just performing on the racetrack. You know, that's key. You got to win.
You got to win.
If you're not in that winner's circle,
you got to win.
Like, I don't care what you say. People want to be with winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Gatorade and get on Michael Jordan because he was sitting on the bench, right? So
that's a fact.
So the good part is that when we all work together and we have the common goal and we want to go forward and we want to win on the track as we do off the racetrack. And that's one thing that at AB Motorsports, that from Ted and myself and all of our partners we get together, that we went off the track as much as we do on the racetrack. And that's key in making AB Motorsports go forward. And been truly blessed to meet, you know, from Dave, Clay, and the whole FMP and FVP folks. They have been great, and they've been in our sport in the background just looking and just moving forward and grow. And the main thing is growing business.
It's great, and you know, we talk about it all the time, kind of internally with drag racing, but the ability to have, like you mentioned, the customer experience, the ability to have people front and center to kind of watch what's happening as a race team is doing their job is really different than any other environment in motorsports.
Absolutely. One of our philosophies is we supplier success. We use that for our customers, we use that for our team, and just watching Antron and his team on every weekend, they're supplying each other's success. So, you know, it goes beyond just what we say to our customers. on the track and with our team.
Something I always like to ask people, the first time you experienced, or even how much joy do you get out of watching the first time your customers experience the sights, the sounds, the smells of drag racing?
Oh, it's great. Especially, I mean, they are so thankful, and there's no other sport where you can get in the pits and you can see them doing what they're doing. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for some of our customers. So, and then when they bring their kids' eyes are huge, and then you have this guy talking to them. It's just great.
And you know this better than anybody. That is what sells people on drag racing. When you provide that experience to somebody for the first time, they're a fan for life.
Absolutely. And think about it, I just go back to when I was a kid.
Yep.
Right? My dad and uncle, they brought me to the Summer Nationals at Englishtown, and I remember just being able to walk down the pits and see all my heroes.
Yeah.
Like, just walk up to them. Like, there's Joe Amato, he's right there. There's Big Daddy. There's Kenny Bernstein.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you're able to walk up and get that access, and you see all the kids, you know what I mean? When I see that kid walk up to my pit, or they're in our hospitality, and they're walking up to the race car, and they look at you and they go like this. Right. Is that really you?
Is it real?
Is it real?
Yeah.
And they're hitting you, right? And you're like, and it takes you back because you were in that same spot.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them and say, and they touch me and I grab them and I pick them up and I swing them around and I hold on to them. And they're like, you're real. I said, yes, I am. You know what I mean? And the coolest part is when you get to interact with them like that, years to come, you know what I mean? I've been racing now for 24 years. I have seen kids that have kids now, which is, I still look like I'm 30 though. It's a good thing. I'm just joking. But the good thing is that when you see that, and they come back in the sport and they become a part of it, working on a race team or driving a race car, they look at you and goes, man, that day that I met you, that's what got me here. And that's what touches you, and that's what the sport of NHRA drag racing brings to the table. That accessibility makes those dreams become a reality.
It's a fact. It's an absolute fact. Well, this is a great announcement. It's a great partnership that continues to grow. So, Dave and Antron, thank you very much for spending some time with us this morning, and enjoy the rest of the PRI show, and certainly enjoy the holiday season.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brian. Thanks you so
Brian.
much.
You guys be well. We'll be back with more from the PRI stage here in just a couple minutes.